A lot of time has passed. By the look of it, you've come up in the world.
I can't shake the feeling that you're gaming the system.
Why did you stop being a vigilante?
The line was crossed.
Hey guys, welcome back to Patten Time. If you're new here, welcome to our channel. And any returning subscribers, thank you so much for coming back to our channel and for tuning in. As you can see by the title, obviously this is very important, big things. Born Again is here. We've been waiting a very long time for this. And yeah, we're very excited, or at least a couple of us. I'll tell you from the get-go, we are the Daredevil fans mainly. So yeah, we love us some Daredevils, we love us some Charlie Cox, and obviously Mr. Punisher himself, but he hasn't made an appearance, spoiler alert, not yet. So yeah, anyway, let's get stuck into this review. Obviously you've got us today on this review, you've got Aaron and also Daddy behind the screen today. Yeah, so we'll just be discussing a couple of things, important things, I guess, a couple of Easter eggs as well that they've given us, follow-ups from the Netflix show. If you are coming from the Netflix show as well, welcome to our channel, because we are also coming from the Netflix show. Anything that we might miss in advance, feel free to pop them in the comments if we forget anything or if we need to be informed with anything. As you know, we love having a conversation with you guys about anything, so yeah, let us know in the comments if we forget anything. But yeah, before we get into this review, if this is your type of content, please like, comment and subscribe. And again, let us know in the comments what you also thought about the first couple of episodes for Daredevil Born Again. You know, spoiler alert, if you haven't seen it yet, the next episode will be out soon. Yeah. So yeah, we'll get straight into this review for the first couple of episodes. Plot wise, mainly they're following off from Echo, because Echo was the last time we saw Kingpin mainly. And Daredevil. Oh, technically both of them, yeah. He was in Echo. Yeah, obviously we saw him in She-Hulk as well, but obviously Echo was the latest one. Yeah. So the plot follows heavily off from Echo.
Well, Kingpin's side follows.
Well, yeah, sorry, yeah, mainly Kingpin, because he was thinking of going for mayor, I think in the finale of Echo. Yeah. And now this actually started up him running for it. Yeah. And obviously eventually winning.
There was a conversation. We remember the conversation with Matt and Kingpin or Wilson, and Daredevil literally mentioned it. And he said, didn't she shoot you in the face?
Yeah.
I think he said something like that.
Yeah, so that's another kind of
reference. That's a reference to Echo. And I think
which was a good, very good link. I enjoyed that.
But the point, just quickly on Echo as well, Echo was heavily referenced in these couple of episodes, specifically from Kingpin.
Oh, when he asked if you have, he asked if you have children.
Oh yeah,
and he said, I tried to have an apprentice.
And even he
kept
saying,
think that's when he said, did you shoot you in the face?
And then he kept saying things like, yeah, I've had a brush up with a vigilante before. And he kept, my thing was, you kept referencing Echo without saying who you're talking about. I just thought it was weird, because we all know you're talking about Echo. We all know you.
Well,
and I guess you don't want to,
He's hurt.
Yeah, I know, but just say it. Like, obviously, you probably don't want to ruin her identity, maybe. Yeah. But say Maya, say Echo, say anything, because we know you're talking about her. I just thought that was weird. Like, we're all beating around the bush of who you're talking about when we know who you're talking about. Anyway, that was a little nugget anyway. Yeah. But yeah, obviously, he's mayor now. And there's a bit of conflict between Daredevil and him, which leads on to mainly the major point of these first few episodes. Well, the first one was, you know, that little nugget that we all were told a while ago that someone would die.
Yeah.
Someone died.
Yeah. Well, to be honest, I didn't know that someone was.
It was a rumor.
Everyone was talking about, and everyone was always saying either Nelson or Karen will die.
Yeah, someone's gonna die.
Foggy.
Right, yeah.
Either Foggy or Karen. Everyone was saying one of them is gonna die. And literally in the first episode, one of them died.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So,
which was a shock.
It was a shock.
It was a massive shock. My mouth was open for ages.
Yeah.
But I think it's because they chose to kill Foggy.
Yeah.
I was sitting there the whole
I was
time
thinking
thinking,
the
I don't know why
woman
you didn't kill Karen.
Yeah, I thought Karen was gonna
You can't
go.
kill Karen.
Why not?
That doesn't make any sense. You
Can't
can
kill
rather
Karen.
kill Karen than Foggy. Yeah?
No,
Yeah.
that's Daredevil.
Especially
You
now that
can't kill Karen.
especially that he's moved on.
He's not with
Yeah.
he's not with Karen
You know
anymore.
he's gonna be with Karen. You can't
Yeah.
kill Karen.
He's not going to be with Karen.
But anyway,
He's already been with Karen and it didn't work.
yeah.
He's gonna go.
And Karen's left.
He
Yeah.
keeps on. Yeah.
So
yeah.
no.
Because like
They-
Sarai said, he's known Foggy more.
Of course he
Longer
has.
than Karen, so why would they choose to get rid of
I
him?
think they killed Foggy because it would have broken him the most.
Because that's what I was thinking. That
Yes.
would affect him
No,
more.
I
That's why
agree
they
with
killed
you.
Foggy.
And
I
obviously
agree with
that
you.
made him put down the
I
mask.
agree
Yeah,
with you.
and try and kill Bullseye.
And because he tried to kill Bullseye
But you've
as
heard
well.
you heard the chatter that there's a possibility he's not dead.
Yeah, I heard of it.
That's
Really?
chatter. Yeah.
Apparently, yeah.
I heard.
So we'll see in the
Yeah.
future
Yeah.
what happens.
So obviously Bullseye killed Foggy, yeah? Which I'm assuming he did it to get back at Daredevil because of the obviously the original Netflix series
Yes.
when him and Kingpin defeated him.
Yeah.
So obviously it was payback. Bullseye, you know, is as good as ever. He obviously was better in the Netflix series, but we saw more of him in the Netflix series. But he was still sick in this one. The only thing I didn't quite understand was that they kind of made it seem like Daredevil had already put down the mask before Foggy even died.
Yeah.
And that was a bit confusing to me because from the Netflix series, there was no inclination that he was going to put down the mask. He didn't kill anybody here. He didn't attempt to kill anybody here. But I don't know.
Yeah,
They kind of made it seem like he already had put down the mask.
Like that was, he
And
didn't
then-
want to go.
Yeah, and then the fact that, you know, when Foggy was on the phone to one of his clients, I was just like, Daredevil would have known what's going on already. Why is he asking so many questions?
Yeah.
So to me, it just seemed like he had already put it down. Maybe it was out of practice.
Out of practice.
Yeah.
I don't know.
And he definitely seemed
I don't
out of
know.
practice in the
He
first
did.
episode.
He
He
did.
did.
He
So
did.
maybe he and because Karen and Foggy didn't necessarily agree with him being Daredevil, so they could
No,
have
that
influenced
ended
him.
long time.
Yeah.
That ended
And
long
don't
time.
forget
They-
there was no Wilson Fisk in the area at the time.
Yeah, there's no Wilson
So he
Fisk.
disappeared. So maybe there wasn't a big need.
Yeah, so he
for
probably
Daredevil.
did stop being Daredevil.
Yeah. Maybe there
well,
was no
not,
big
well, not
That's what it
quit.
seemed like.
I wouldn't say he quit, but he did. Well,
He's just out of practice.
since Kingpin
He
was
didn't-
locked
yeah.
away,
Yeah.
he just thought,
Okay.
let me
Yeah,
just
I
take
don't
a
know.
break.
Yeah,
I
so
guess.
that's what it seemed like.
It seemed
Yeah.
like it.
Oh,
It
yeah, I
definitely
would
seemed
agree
like
with
it was
that.
out of practice.
He
Yeah.
did,
Definitely
especially in
seemed
the
like it.
first one, yeah, for
Yeah.
sure. But yeah,
So I guess the main plot then, just to briefly touch on the plot, I think the main plot of episode 1 was really Foggy dying,
Foggy
him
dying.
putting down the mask.
Yeah.
Kingpin now running for mayor
Yeah.
and
and
winning.
that that conflict
um,
between the two of them because he wants to get rid of vigilantes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that was a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was a good
It
scene.
was a good scene.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I think that was the main plot behind episode 1.
Yeah.
I would say.
Yeah.
And then episode 2?
Yeah,
The plot of
episode
episode
2
2 is heavily revolved around White Tiger. To
Yeah.
be honest with you, which obviously we were going to touch on.
Yeah.
The fact that they brought in White Tiger, which was a shock. I was not expecting
I
that.
wasn't expecting that at all.
I've forgotten his name now. Hector
Hector
Alias.
Ayala.
Ayala, yeah. Yeah, which was a massive shock. It seems like, because me and Josh were talking about it, it seems like they've kind of deviated from the comics a little bit because Hector Ayala?
Just
I don't
Hector will
even know.
do.
Hector is the brother of the female White Tiger
Female
that
White
we
Tiger that we
mostly know that
from
was
the
in, I
cartoon.
think it was
The
Ultimate Spider-Man.
cartoon. Yeah.
The Ultimate Spider-Man cartoon. So she's the main White Tiger that we know. This Hector is supposed to be her brother, but with how old they made him in the show, it doesn't seem like he's gonna be the brother now.
Yeah.
Yeah, because unless he's much older than
Yeah.
the
They
female
do
one.
those kind of changes. Someone was a male, they make him female, or they do those little changes. But yeah,
But I'm thinking, because now the world knows Hector's identity as the White Tiger, I'm saying to Joshua, it might actually be making room for the girl
okay.
to come.
Yeah.
okay, yeah.
Yeah, and if you remember her name, and put it in the comments because I forgot her
Okay.
name. I did know her name.
Yeah, but who said that the world knows him as White Tiger?
Oh yeah, they know. Look,
know.
the investigation.
Investigation.
Oh no, not the world, not the world.
Okay, no,
Well,
sorry,
no,
yeah.
Daredevil and
The
Oh
police
yeah,
and
yeah,
that.
yeah,
the
yeah.
court
Not the
system,
world,
the
sorry.
court system.
Yeah.
But that's enough though.
Yeah.
The court system, the police,
Yeah, true,
Daredevil,
true.
they know he's White Tiger.
Yeah, so he can't. Yeah,
I don't think he's going to be able to go back to
no,
him.
no, makes sense.
So
Makes
I'm
sense.
thinking maybe it could be making room
That
for
she's
the
gonna
one
take
that we
over.
know.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He has a system.
which I think is really cool. But yeah, that the plot of episode 2 was heavily evolved around White Tiger.
Yeah, it was.
Yeah,
Yes.
I would say
It was.
so.
And Daredevil having just a conflict of having a soft spot for vigilantes.
Yeah,
Yes.
Kind of, because that was implied by the person that's helping him
yeah.
find out stuff.
And then obviously was
Yeah.
it? Oh yeah. Obviously, Bullseye's gone back to prison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So the main, is it the main villain for the whole thing is going to be Muse? They kind of like teased that at the end of
Muse.
episode 2.
Yeah, Muse.
Oh, okay.
I don't know if he's going to be
Well,
the
I
main
didn't
one
know
right
that.
through.
Yeah.
I didn't know
But yeah,
he
there
was.
was
He's the ones in the trailer.
Yeah,
was in
so
the
he's the
trailer.
main villain. So
Okay.
yeah, we watch out. Well, we only saw a very little clip of it, but yeah, I think we're going to see a lot more of it going forward
Yeah.
of him, especially in
Yeah.
the next one, maybe.
So yeah, obviously following on from White Tiger, obviously from the footage that was shown on the phone was a bit of action.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that
So,
was White Tiger. Yeah,
Obviously, yeah, he was pretty good.
Yeah.
yeah.
But just in terms of the action from the first 2 episodes,
Mm.
yeah, they were all right. I think I mean, in the first episode we had probably the beginning of the episode,
More or less straight
when
away.
Foggy was,
Yeah.
that scene when Foggy was about to die and whatnot, and then obviously in episode 2 we had the end of the episode as he's put down the mask, so there's not going to be fighting until he takes it back up.
Yeah.
But yeah, I think it was pretty good. Obviously, the one in episode 2 was proper because he's like breaking bones,
Well,
smashing
they were going
heads
to kill
into
him.
the fridge.
They were going to kill him. So
Well,
he had,
yeah,
he had
he
to take
didn't
care of
want
him.
Do you know
do
what?
that.
Do you
He
know
didn't-
what? I don't
he was
think
like, don't.
because I
You
remember
don't
when I
have
was
to kill
watching
him.
it. I remember when I was watching it. I was just like, oh dear, if he reveals himself to them, they're going to need to die.
Yeah.
And that's what he did.
And that's what he did.
So there you go. So he didn't have to kill
So
him.
he killed.
He
He
didn't
revealed
reveal
himself.
What are you
Oh,
talking
he
about?
revealed. He's
Oh,
blind.
he didn't.
He's
Blind.
blind. He revealed
They were
himself.
going to kill him.
Yeah,
and the
how's
way
the blind man fighting
Exactly.
like
Exactly.
He needs to kill them.
that? Yeah,
Exactly.
He, did. He more or less did.
He
No, he
needs
needs to kill them.
You don't fight like that.
Yeah,
kill them.
and you're a
Can't even
blind
see it.
man.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's
it's
kind
true.
of like at the beginning of it's kind of like what Oliver Queen did at the beginning of Green Arrow when
Okay.
he was in his dark period.
Oh, I think I remember that.
Like
Yeah.
the moment he reveals himself as Oliver Queen to fight like a bad
Yeah,
man,
yeah.
he kills them.
Yeah.
That's maybe
He-
good.
he
That's a
needed
good
to kill
show.
them.
That's a
But
good show.
yeah, he definitely. But
He needed
obviously,
to.
because I was trying to remember if he even killed in the first season, in the Netflix one.
He didn't.
Because I don't think he did. So then now it's like confirming that he does kill. But again, you guys were saying comment wise,
Well, he does
Daredevil
anyway.
is brutal.
He is
So
brutal.
there-
He is
does
brutal.
kill,
You
but
know.
only when he needs to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he
but
kind of
doesn't
needed
like
to
it.
then. He kind of did.
Yeah.
Kind of needed
So anyway, to
Yeah,
go back
so-
onto
But
the fighting.
that was better for me. I think the one in the episode 1 looked weird. Maybe it's because Daredevil was out of practice, but the fighting looked weird. The angle, everything just.
I think
For me-
Yeah, it
Daredevil. I
wasn't
didn't.
because of that. I think it was. I don't know if it's CGI. It just felt weird. It looked weird.
All
as
of it
well.
felt weird.
I think
All of it.
Daredevil.
I don't know why,
I
but
think
yeah.
Daredevil definitely was out of practice.
Yeah.
He was.
I don't
you could
necessarily
tell.
think the fighting looked weird.
No, I
I just
didn't.
think that some of the poses he was doing kind of looked like a gamer,
Mm.
and it
Okay.
didn't look real.
But also remember how they had him jumping, like Spider-Man
Yeah.
does on
Yeah,
the
yeah. Oh,
rooftops
that
and
was
that.
sick.
I think that was very
That
good.
was sick.
They
I
did that
think-
very well. I
yeah.
don't think they've done it as good as that.
No.
the way
No,
they
because
showed
in
it.
the Netflix series he wasn't swinging around the city.
Yeah, that was
Exactly.
sick.
So yeah, that
Because
was
he
sick.
saw a glimpse of that. So to drop him back to She-Hulk. You remember when he jumped off the roof
Oh, I
and
think
you
I
see him
remember that.
jumping
Yeah,
down
I
the
think I
wall.
remember
Yeah.
that.
So
I
yeah,
don't remember anything about
he's
She-Hulk.
skilled. Okay, fair enough.
He's sick.
Yeah, but no,
Oh, yeah.
I felt that the fighting, and it was very early, so it gave us
Yeah, it
a
was very
glimpse
early, yeah.
of Daredevil straight away.
Yeah.
And I thought that was very good.
And then obviously in the
opinion.
second episode, that scene, I mean, very short,
Right at the
but it
end.
was
Yeah,
still
very
good.
short. It was
Yeah.
good. Sick.
And then obviously leads us into the cops who had the Punisher tattoos.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I don't really know what that's about, but
Well,
Just
that,
But we don't. We
I
just
don't know
need
what
to
it's
know the
about. I don't get
storyline
it.
behind Punisher. We
They're
just need to
basically
know.
corrupt cops.
corrupt
There
cops.
is.
Obviously the police force.
yeah.
That are using Punisher's logo to mess his
Yeah.
name up.
To
And
to
obviously-
tarnish him.
Yeah, and obviously because they're cops, everyone thinks it's fine, so they
Yeah.
can do more brutal
Yeah, but
stuff.
obviously Punisher's the
So that's why
Punisher's not gonna
Daredevil's
like
gone
it.
to Punisher to
Yeah.
say, well, someone's
Yeah.
messing.
No, yeah.
Yeah,
More or
Whether
less.
he,
Punisher's
yeah,
not gonna
yeah.
like it, so probably Punisher's gonna go after them, probably.
But he's in prison at the
But
moment, yeah?
Yeah, probably.
No,
Punisher, no, he's gone.
Punisher's
He's
not
just
in
on the
prison.
run. He's
Oh.
on wherever he is. He's just
okay.
out.
Now, see,
Keep
this is
himself
to
what
himself.
this is what. Okay, I mean, we're kind of going into Punisher now, just a little bit. This is what I don't understand, because I'm sure at the end of Punisher he was let go by Agent Donnelly. I'm pretty sure they pardoned him and he's gone his separate way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't really know why he's looking a bit raggedy. And
Well, he's a loner. You know, he's not caring
Yeah,
about.
so he's not on the run.
No, he's
No,
not
he's
on
not
the
on
run.
the
No,
run.
he's just a
He's not on the
loner.
run.
He's just doing
Yeah.
his
Yeah,
own
doing
thing,
his thing.
whatever he's doing.
So
Because he, you know,
be interesting to see. Well, I mean, I
yeah.
guess this is basically telling us why Punisher's coming back.
It will explain.
because they're
And
messing up his
that'll be
will
in the next
explain.
episode,
Yeah.
I believe.
But
Yeah.
yeah, definitely excited to see
But
it.
obviously, yeah, he was obviously referenced with these
Because you
props
love
as
a
well,
Punisher
having
as well.
I love
yeah,
a Punisher, man.
absolutely.
What do you mean?
Absolutely. So can't wait for that, man. Can't wait for that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, there was a couple of Easter eggs that were pretty interesting.
Yeah.
The one I definitely heard about or knew anyway was the Spider-Man one.
Yeah.
That was sick.
referencing Spider-Man.
Yeah, that was sick.
pretty sick.
Yeah, that was
talking
sick.
about I think going around with a
the
spider
spider
suit
costume.
or
Yeah,
something.
spider costume
Oh,
one,
Kingpin
yeah.
had said it.
Yeah.
So I thought, yes, Spider-Man, that was sick.
That was sick.
But another one was apparently Luke Cage, which I actually didn't hear
I
about.
didn't-
I
I
didn't
didn't
hear
notice
that
this one.
reference there. But the Spider-Man one, I definitely knew that one. Obviously,
Yeah, that
everyone
was
knows that
it.
one. But yeah, I mean, all in all, that I think that was pretty much the major points anyway. Following on from the Netflix show, following on from Echo, different character plots and all of that. And I think it was an alright start. I know it's being praised out there.
It's being
Everyone loves
like,
it.
highly.
You know, so I can understand it, but even me, and I love me some Daredevils, I wouldn't put it that high. Like, it wasn't rubbish, it wasn't
It's just
it was
hype.
good,
It's just too
but
hype.
yeah,
It
I
was-
think
it
it was
was-
good, but you know, it's like it's a slow start, so I can't really say
nothing
much
special.
It
more
was a
than that.
good.
Two
It was a
episodes.
good. Yeah, it was a good start, but it was a slow start.
It was a slow start.
And also, and in comparison to the Netflix series, the Netflix series was literally started off sick. It was full on, like there was no.
Yeah.
It just went
Yeah,
right
boom,
in,
boom, boom, yeah.
like right in, like you was hooked from the beginning.
Yeah.
But it's
in the Netflix
understandable why
one.
they didn't blow it up like that so quickly, because they need to build another story.
Yeah, and he's put down the mask.
and he's put down the mask.
So like Lee was
yeah.
saying, it's gonna be slow.
It's
He's
gonna-
put down the
Yeah,
mask.
until he becomes Daredevil then.
But normally, you know, like when they do these slow series, you normally don't see no action till about episode 5, episode 6.
But it's Daredevil.
So,
It's Daredevil,
but it's
man.
Daredevil. And yeah, I think it's really good, and I think it's definitely already shown that it's one of. I know that you may not agree, the best Marvel animation.
Well, they haven't had.
Yeah,
many,
but
Show.
they
you
haven't had
can't
good ones.
say
though.
that
One
now.
of.
You can't say that yet though. It's 2 episodes.
One is
There's
too
not
early,
been-
and
Say
2
that.
there hasn't been many great ones
Yeah,
anyway.
but that's my point. That's
Yeah,
my point.
so-
So it doesn't have a very high
Yeah.
target.
No, it doesn't
to
really.
So,
It doesn't really.
yeah.
Everything's too easy.
But you know, I hope that because of how good the Netflix series was, I do hope
They
that
do
this
need to.
competes,
They do need to.
because
Yeah,
like
I mean,
it will be
obviously,
disappointing if it doesn't.
I think it's a
the
good start.
potential's there.
I think it's a good start.
I think there's no reason why they won't be
Yeah.
able to surpass it. In
I
my
think it's a
opinion,
good start.
obviously it's competing against like what 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, 3
Three.
seasons.
3?
3.
Yeah, but I think the potential is there
Mm-hmm.
to surpass it. There's no reason why they can't surpass it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, like even
Or
Kingpin, seems like Kingpin is not fully. Well, we knew he wasn't good anyway. Kingpin, we kind of saw him go back to his old ways a little bit.
Yeah, it's still there.
Which good.
It's still there.
Yeah.
It's fine.
Because
Good.
if you have watched our Echo review, we were kind of saying, well, we don't like the fact that they're painting out Kingpin to be more on the good side, and we were like, we all know who Kingpin is, so they can't do that.
Yeah, they
and
can't.
I think in these couple of episodes, you can see like the devil in him wants to come out, and he's
Yeah.
trying to like suppress him.
Yeah.
He'll come out.
And don't forget
Yeah.
the picture
Come out.
of his hand with cuts on.
Yeah.
So you know he's been up to business already.
He'll come out.
Yeah,
He's
so
been
that's
up to
good.
business
And
already.
obviously
especially
the threats he's given to Daredevil, he will come out.
No, it wasn't
He
even
will
that.
come
It was
out.
the threats that he gave to the police commissioner.
Oh,
yeah.
Oh,
With the
yeah,
picture.
yeah.
Yep, he's back.
That's right. Yeah.
He's there.
He's
And
there.
then obviously,
He's there.
especially if we're gonna have a link up between Spidey and Daredevil, he has to be on his game.
Yeah, man.
Come
Yeah.
on now.
He'll
so,
come
yeah,
back.
good. That's good.
He's just gone on holiday, but he'll come back.
And then obviously we saw the relationship between him and Vanessa, which I don't really
Yeah.
care about.
Yeah, but it's
you
going
know,
to play a big role, I think.
Yeah, it will.
Because he really
Yeah.
loves her.
Yeah.
And it looks like
it will.
she's moved on. And yeah. But
And that I'm assuming that conflict was because he left for Echo.
Yes.
Yeah.
he
Yeah,
left and
fine.
no mention.
And then
He just
obviously he was
disappeared.
hospitalised.
Yeah.
And
just
he
disappeared.
couldn't get in touch with her.
Yeah.
And
yeah.
And
yeah.
so that's
And
yeah.
another love interest for Daredevil, just briefly.
Ugh.
He's another
Yeah.
love interest,
Yeah,
so
that's not
we
important.
see what develops
That's
with
not
that.
important.
Well, she's hiding the very fact that she's counselling Vanessa and
she's
Kingpin.
very
She can't say.
critical.
She can't say it because it's counsellors.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Can't
So
say.
then, like, another thing I would say is I'm curious, and I'm curious to see what they're gonna do with Bullseye, because I don't think Bullseye cannot be gone. Bullseye is one of Daredevil's main people. He may not come back in this season now that we've seen him.
Yeah, well, he's
but
in
I'm
prison.
talking about now that Daredevil's been introduced to the MCU.
Yeah, we'll see him again.
They need to find a way to bring Bullseye back.
Yeah.
If Daredevil's going to be on the big screen, they need to bring Bullseye back. I'm sorry.
They probably will.
They need to bring Bullseye back. And I think I was saying to Leah the other day, Elektra. They need to find a way to bring Elektra back as well, even if it's from a different universe.
Because that's what
I don't like that. But Leah
Because
said it might have to be like that.
It might have to be like that because the Elektra, obviously,
she
Daredevil
died.
was
No, she
died.
Daredevil's
She did.
canon now. So
Yeah.
from the Netflix show, she died.
She died.
So it can't be that Elektra. It has to be a different
It will have to
Elektra,
be a
Yeah.
different
which means he
Elektra.
doesn't know that Elektra.
Yeah.
But I you know, somehow they need to figure it out because Daredevil.
She played a big role.
No, Elektra has to be with Daredevil.
Yeah. Well,
Yeah.
You know.
But all
But
in
anyway,
all,
let's
yeah.
see.
Yeah.
Let's see how they
all
work
in all,
it out.
pretty good.
All in all,
Pretty
yeah, I
good.
guess none
Good start.
none of us thought it was rubbish or anything
No,
like
no,
that.
no.
Again,
It wasn't rubbish.
it's a slow start. It's welcoming obviously new characters like White Tiger and other things.
Yeah.
And re-welcoming certain characters and obviously killing certain characters, which was a shock. But hey ho. Yeah, we're interested to just see what Marvel is gracing us with this show. Maybe any more cameos or new characters. Maybe they're going to introduce, or anyone familiar. So yeah, we'll just see. Excited to see Punisher because I think he actually is
definitely.
in episode 3.
Yeah.
So that is just really exciting. I just can't wait. I just
it's
can't wait to see Punisher. But yeah, it's interesting to see where they're gonna take the rest of this show. 9 episodes. 2 have already gone. So yeah, we're just excited. Just bring it on, Marvel. We're ready. But yeah, if you did like this review, please like, comment, and subscribe. Let us know if there was anything that we missed in the comments, or anything you disagreed with or agreed with. Let us know. We love speaking to you guys about anything and everything. So yeah, be sure to put it in the comments below. And yeah, just stay tuned for any future content from us, and definitely check us out on social media as well for anything that we drop out there for you guys. And yeah, we look forward to seeing you in the future. Patten Time out.